Birds come in all manner of colors, shapes and sizes, but although they all have many things in common, beaks, wings, feathers, some of them look so weird that they could have been photoshopped. So, here are the top of the most peculiar looking birds in the world. On number 10, we have the North Island brown kiwi. The national bird of New Zealand is a strange looking bird, and if it wasn't for its long neck and legs, it could almost be mistaken for a small fluffy mammal. Kiwis are unable to fly and are usually nocturnal. Its long beak is made from ivory, and it's the only bird in the world to have external nostrils at the tip of its beak. It has an external sense of smell, and its olfactory bulb is the second largest among all birds relative to the size of its forebrain. Kiwis also lay the largest eggs of all birds relative to their body size, which weigh about 15% of the female's body weight. On number 9, we have the spur bird of paradise. The male spur bird of paradise employs one of the most weird counting rituals in the avian kingdom. He begins by preparing the dance floor, meticulously cleaning the area with leaves, then attracts the female by shape-shifting while folding his feathers until that can be seen is a jet black disc with a metallic blue-green smiling face. After that, he then snaps his tail feathers against each other to make a clicking noise with hopping circles around his potential mate. The species has an unusually low number of females compared to males, so competition for mates is fierce, and the female will reject up to potential suitors before settling on a mate. On number 8, we have the magnificent frigate bird. Magnificent frigate birds are seabirds found in the tropical and subtropical waters of Armenia and on the Galapagos Islands and Cape Verde. Males are striking birds with a wingspan measuring up to 2.5 meters. Christopher Columbus recorded sighting on these birds when passing the Cape Verde Islands in 1492 and noted their practice of cryptoparasitism, forcing other birds to regurgitate their food. They saw a bird called a frigate bird, which makes the bobbies throw up what they eat in order to eat it herself. And after that, she does not sustain herself on anything else. It's a seabird, but does not alight on the sea nor depart from land 20 leagues. There are many of these birds on the islands of Cape Verde, and during the breeding season, male frigate birds inflate their large scarlet red gular sac-like balloon in order to attract a mate. On number 7, we have the greater prairie chicken. The greater prairie chicken, alternatively known as the pinnated grouse, is a North American species of grouse that, although unabundant, is now extremely rare. These birds are well known for their mating rituals, with males displaying a communal leg called a booming ground. During courtship, a group of prairie chicken will gather together on grasslands, raising their ear-like feathers over their heads and inflating orange sacs on the sides of their throats. After that, they will drum their feet and make a loud booming call that can be heard from over a mile away. From there, the hens will then visit the lake and select the fittest mate. The long-wattled umbrella bird is on number 6. All the umbrella birds look pretty odd, with crests on top of their heads that vaguely resemble an umbrella and the wattles that hang from their necks. But none is as weird as the long-wattled umbrella bird, who, as you would imagine, has a wattle that puts all other members of the genus to shame. The long-wattled umbrella bird's wattle can reach length of up to 35 centimeters and is covered in short, scary feathers. It usually lays flat against its chest and is retracted during flight, but during courtship in the males, the wattle will inflate to resemble a large pine cone. To attract a mate, the long-wattled umbrella bird will also flare its chest to cover the bill and jump around between branches of trees, emitting a grunting sound. These umbrella birds are found in the rainforest of South and Central America. On number 5, we have the great potu. The subject of many names due to their red comical appearance, potus are related to nightjars and frog moths. Potus are nocturnal birds and do not fly during day, but instead spending daylight perched amongst branches with their eyes half closed. They have an excellent camouflage, resembling tree stumps when they are in the freeze position after detecting danger. This bird habitually selects the top of an upright stump as a receptacle for its egg, which usually occupies a small hollow just and only large enough to contain it. On number 4, we have the kakapo bird. The kakapo, also known as the owl parrot, is a flightless nocturnal parrot that is endemic and found in New Zealand. Kakapo in Maori means night parrot. The kakapo is a critically endangered bird, and the total known population of these birds is just 125, although the conservation efforts began in the late 1800s, and it was not until the development of the kakapo recovery plan in 1980s that included the supplementary feeding of females, relocation of kakapos to suitable islands without predators, and nest protection that the population began to increase. Kakapos were historically important to Maori people and appear in many of their traditions. On number 3, we have the helmeted hornbill. The helmeted hornbill is surely contained of the world's weirdest looking birds, but it is under threat due to a surge in the demand for its ivory, which is worth 3 times more than that of elephants. Helmeted hornbills are found on the Malaysian Peninsula, Sumatra, and Borneo, and are known as the farmers of the rainforest due to their rolling spreading seeds, and the reduction in numbers could have a devastating impact on the local ecosystem. Unlike other hornbills, the casque of the helmeted hornbill is solid and is used in head-to-head combat between males. The casque is a source of red ivory, and with white ivory becoming so scarce, it is traded on the black market to supply Chinese middle classes for carved ivory objects. On number 2, we have a resplendent quasar. If you gave a child some paper and crayons and asked him or her to draw a bird, something resembling a resplendent quasar may be their results. These birds are part of the trogon family, and they are found in the cloud forests of Central America. These birds were important in the Mayan mythologies and figure heavily in artwork and legends. These birds have an iridescent gray body which can appear anything from green, gold to blue-violet, and a red breast. These birds have a very thin skin, so they have evolved thick plumage to protect them. On number 1, we have the Gouldian finch. The Gouldian finch was described by the British ornithologists John Galt in 1844 and named it after his wife Elizabeth. Both sexes have bright plumage of black, green, yellow, and red, although the female is less brightly colored. Gouldian finches have been bred in captivity to produce various color mutations such as pastel blue and pastel green, and in the wild there are variations of Gouldian finches with red, black, or yellow heads. Well, those have been 10 of the most weird birds in the world.